Wake up with the sunshine glow. Besties chat in stereo. Life is wild, let's tell the tale. Everyday dreams set a sail. Coffee cups and morning grins.
Hello, good morning.
We are here and we are back.
Hopefully sounding better than ever.
Guys, we're super proud of ourselves and super proud of you for showing up. So welcome to
Socially Unsocial. I'm Patty.
And I'm Danielle.
And we're your hosts.
We are going to get started right away today with our highs and lows because I have been busting at the seams to literally tell Patty my high of the week.
Wait, I feel like it has something to do with me.
It does. Winner, chicken dinner.
The way that we're smiling. I don't know if it's because we're about to talk about our highs of the week or if it's simply because it's been 2 hours. It's been 2 hours of prayers, some swears, just to get this audio. So if this works, big sigh of relief.
Wait, you also just gave me inspiration for another merch idea.
Prayers and swears.
I feel like that's perfect. I feel like it would look amazing on a sweatshirt.
What's so funny is we must have been read Dr. Seuss a lot when we were little or something because we talk in rhymes all the time. The first episode
just
you were
did
like,
it. Rhymes all the time.
I can't stop. It's ingrained in us. The first episode you said on your good days, bad days, sad days, mad days, we're here for you. We're going to make you laugh. And I was like, wow, that belongs in a Dr. Seuss book. Or maybe we write a children's book in an unlikely turn of events.
Well, you are dropping your children's How to Do Things in Real Life album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that. I'm excited. I saw some of the working. She was practicing on the mic today when I was working on audio.
Was I? I didn't even realize. Oh. All day, every day.
I'm creating a moment for everybody, just envisioning you just there, just rocking out.
Like, can we get started now? Can we stop rhyming about how to tie shoes?
Yeah, that's an upcoming podcast, probably dropping in 2025. We are going to rework Dr. Seuss books.
Oh, the places we'll go.
So the places I went this week. So my high. So for those who follow us on social media and follow Patty, and not just Patty, but Cycle with Patty, know that on Sunday she did a reunion ride fundraiser at Cycle Bar in Kildare. So I went. I was in a funk on Sunday. I woke up in a great mood. I went to the gym and then I put up Halloween decorations. And I just got in a mood and I was like, all right, for today. Then I had to go show home. So I was like,
what was your workout? Putting up the decorations?
No, I did it. I weightlifted in the morning. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because putting up decorations is 100% a workout.
Especially when you have to carry up all the boxes by yourself because my husband was at work. And even if he was home, he refuses. That's inside work. I do inside work. He does outside work.
Really?
Like our thing. He does cook dinner and stuff like that. So
you just split it like that. At least you both know.
I realized this on Sunday that the last time I took a cycle class was when Patty first became an instructor, which was 5 years ago. During the pandemic, I begged my husband for a bike, thinking I was going to ride a bike. And I almost convinced him to buy me a Peloton.
Wow.
Thank God I didn't. And we just went with a cheap $300 bike because I can't even tell you the last time I rode that thing.
Yeah.
So I was super nervous about going to the cycle class. On top of, I knew I was going to be in a room of crazy career cyclists. I am going to be out of place for sure. But no, everyone was awesome. But I don't know if it's just because she's amazing at her job. I don't know if it was because it was a fundraiser. I don't know if it because it was Sunday. But when those lights went down and music went up, I was introduced to Pastor Patty, and it was like she was giving a cycle sermon. It was intense. I literally was smiling from ear to ear because not only was the music good, the vibe was good. And God, I have no idea how she does this, but not only is she riding on the bike, she's singing along. She's getting up and down, flashing her glow sticks in the air, but she's also giving us little excerpts of positive thoughts and feelings and stories to keep us going. And mind you, that's 50 to 55 minutes of not only cycling. I couldn't believe it. If that was me, first of all, I would have passed out if I had to multitask and talk and sing and dance and do all the things. If I had to come to this class today and teach with the funk I was in, how do I leave it at the door and turn it all around? It was literally insane. So, like I said, if you are having a bad day, even if you don't have a membership to anywhere she teaches, go buy a day pass and just be engulfed in all of her positivity and her energy, because I think that means the world to anyone that's taking classes, because sometimes you can get a really lame coach that's just not really feeding you and filling your cup with that energy. Not that I go to your classes every day. Obviously, we live closer. I probably would go to more. But it's you really put yourself out there to make sure that everyone in that class is having a good time. Not only did they have a good workout, but they had the mental workout as well. It was just crazy. And I just kept saying, Pastor Patty, and just thinking you were a sermon. I wish I had my phone so I could have recorded you. It was just awesome. I left there and I was like, oh, okay, so now I don't mind showing homes, and I had to drive all over creation. I blasted the music and I was fucking jamming out, and it was great.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You are so funny. I think a really good workout class has the ability to completely shift your mindset and turn your day around. That's what I love about it so much, that it's obviously a physical workout, but it definitely is a mental workout as well, and helps you reshift, reset, all the things. I'm really happy that came across. I had the time of my life with that class. I was teaching it with one of my best friends who actually was my mentor 5 years ago. So to be in the space where you started and to go back to it and to be able to fill a space with people that care about you and what you're doing and what you're creating, it was awesome. It was awesome. So thanks for being there.
Oh my God. Yeah. So I feel like I need to try to at least get to once a month should be my new goal or something. Because again, I also was like, I am going to wake up and I'm going to mother F you so hard, because I thought I was going to be so sore. And I was very proud of myself that I wasn't. So I don't know if I'm in better athletic shape than I thought, or if me sitting in my hot tub for 20 minutes really helped me that day. And then obviously the sober October, not having any alcohol in my system. I don't know, double whammy or whatever, but
all of it combined.
It was seriously great. It was seriously great.
Oh, thank you.
And and it was a terrible week too, because with work, and that's my low was on Wednesday, my client messaged me. They've been trying to look for the perfect house. So it has to be a ranch. It has to be in Schaumburg. It has to have a basement. It has to have a huge garage. So all the things. So it's very rare. So one came on the market. I tried to get them in on Wednesday. The agent on the other side was like, hey, sorry, we're not starting showings till Thursday. And I was okay. When I get out of the car, I'll try to schedule it. And she said, oh, don't worry. No rush. Because even though we start showings on Thursday, we're probably not going to accept an offer on the first day. So if you have to wait till Friday, go ahead. And I was like, okay, thanks. Regardless, I like to get my clients in right away. So we got in Thursday afternoon. So my clients, lo and behold, loved it. We were there for probably 45 minutes looking at everything, measuring everything. And they were having an open house on Saturday. So they wanted to bring back their son, who's also a contractor, to ask a few questions just so they knew how to direct their offer. And again, agent said, I messaged the agent saying my client's very interested. They're going to come back to the open house. Have you set any deadlines? No, we have one offer in hand, but we haven't set any deadlines yet. We'll let you know. I said, okay, please keep me posted. My people really love this.
Yeah.
Friday morning, I wake up to go run numbers and discuss the comps with my clients to structure their offer. And the house is off the market. They accepted an offer.
No.
Yeah. On Thursday night. So I text the agent. I said, excuse me, sorry, what happened? You said you weren't accepting offers the first day. I understand how it goes. You have to go with what your seller said. But I told you, keep me posted. We were going to write an offer. We were coming in with a cash offer. You could have let me know.
That she wouldn't come back to you and be like, hey, we just got an offer.
Especially if someone reaches out to you. You don't have to reach out to every agent who showed it. But my poor clients. So now I've been stalking the agent every day. How's it going? Are they getting squirmy? We're ready. We submitted an offer. I'm like, here's our offer. It's a backup offer.
Yeah, smart.
So Yeah, that was my low. So I definitely needed that high on Sunday. So thank you.
Oh, yeah, that's rough. I'm sorry that happened.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. And usually I don't like to pressure my clients to be like, we need to write an offer right now and submit it and drop everything you're doing. Because then that puts the pressure on them too to make a knee-jerk reaction. I like them to have, if they have time, if the agent says they have time to think about it, I want them to have time to think about it.
Right.
But never again. I will always advise my clients, you love the house, let's put in an offer. If you decide later you don't like it, we could always rescind.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Oh my gosh.
How was your week?
So my week was really so busy. I don't know. I had so much going on, and then add in like a sniffle from one of your kids and everything goes off the rails. But my high, this is really hard because getting my reunion cycle class, my reunion ride with my friend together, definitely a close high. But
don't say flag football. You're not allowed to say flag football. You've used it every week. No, sorry.
No, I had 2 more times.
I don't care if the NFL came out and recruited one of your sons directly off that flag football game. No, not allowed. It's not allowed.
I was on the sidelines on Sunday. Thank God for sunglasses. I was in tears. I'm so embarrassed. And my friend Bree was next to me. And I already pre-warned her. I'm like, if you're coming to watch with me, I'm sorry if I embarrass you on the sidelines. But I was like, I hope she can't tell that I'm getting really emotional in the last couple of minutes of the game. Oh my gosh. They are going to the Super Bowl next Sunday. I am so excited. That is my high. I can't not have that be my high. Because while I loved my cycle class, it's a different kind of thing to see somebody else succeed. I guess that's funny. That's your high too, is watching me in a moment where I'm succeeding and doing something so great. And then my high is being able to watch my child in their moment and their high. Point. And that's our highs at this point. It's never about necessarily us. And even last week.
That makes us more awesome, I feel. I'm throwing it out there. I'm putting it out there. I'm sorry.
That makes us more awesome.
Yeah. We're selfish, selfless people.
Mm-hmm. Our highs are definitely selfless.
Yeah.
On Friends when they did that whole thing where it was like you can't do something nice for somebody that's not like actually a selfless
good deed is never not selfish.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's true, it does fill me up when my friend is sick and I send her a gift card to Starbucks, go get a medicine ball or go get tea or whatever. I feel good about myself for having been there.
Yeah.
Or if you drop off a goodie bag when your friend just has a kid and you're like, oh, here's all this like little trinkets for you at their door. That's great. It fills your bucket.
I think that is really great because I feel like a lot of people do things for the wrong reasons. And again, besides the social media aspect of this podcast is to remind people that it's really simple. All you got to do is show up and be there. So even though I gave you a hard time about making that your high, I'm very happy for your children for going to the Super Bowl. So congrats. Super crazy sports mom.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh my God. It's so great. This morning, all the parents are trying to make up goodie bags for the kids next week after the game. Win or lose, I don't care. They went. They played. He played last year in the Super Bowl and he did not win. I wasn't that sad because I was just happy that he was there and he was great. He's always in a good mood. My kids, I think they're doing something right when they're not at the age yet, or I don't know, hopefully it never changes that they don't take it super hard when they lose.
They're able to lose with grace.
Yes. Some of our card games, not so much, but at least in this season of flag football, they're both doing great.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely.
So what was the low?
Okay, my low is so embarrassing.
Good. Let's get raw. Let's let our viewers and listeners know that not every day is a walk of sunshine. And maybe it's not as embarrassing as you think.
Okay, I have multiple lows, but the one low, I hope that my husband isn't listening because yesterday I taught class at the gym I work at. And in the lobby of the gym was a pop-up boutique. So I'm walking past and I'm walking in and there's all these cute clothes. And I only really do my shopping. We already discussed this on Amazon. I don't even do grocery shopping. I do pickup orders. So me shopping, I love it, but I just don't do it because it's time consuming. Anyways, in the lobby, there's all these cute clothes. long, embarrassing story short, I spent too much time sifting through her racks. And at first it was just me there. And so she asked me, so let me hold your stuff, your water, your bag. I'll put it by my stuff. Genius move on her part, because now my stuff is now being held captive by her little phone, which acts as the cash register. So how do I get my stuff and politely leave? Oh, bye. No, I have to go to her, look her in the eye. She's a small business owner, obviously has this boutique. She's the sweetest girl. I've known her for a few months now, barely known her, but her stuff is awesome, very expensive. So why I even stopped, I don't know. So I'm sifting through everything. Everything is so expensive. The next thing I know, I have a puffer vest in my hand, and it actually is the one that she's wearing. So I know it looks adorable. I had looked at every single price tag all around. Everything was like mid 50s, 70s, and then above. And I was like, okay, this is, not what I want to spend on these items right now, because I knew Prime Days was coming up. So anyways, I buy the puffer and I hand her my credit card, and she tells me how much it was, and it was probably double than what I thought it was going to be.
Oh.
And I realized that I had actually looked at every single price tag except for the puffer vest, and I did not tell her that I did not want it at that price. There was a line behind me at this point.
Oh.
There were so many people, and I bought the vest.
And then after you bought it, did she say, sorry, no returns or exchange? All sales are final?
When am I going to see her again? It was a pop-up event. Am I going to message her on
Does she
Instagram?
have a boutique somewhere?
No, there's not an actual boutique. It's literally an online boutique. I have no idea how to return it. It's a really cute vest. It's a really quality item. I just wouldn't have spent that much.
So what you're saying is we need ads on this podcast ASAP, or Mike is going to be very upset when he sees the credit card bill.
Is that ridiculous? How silly is that? I literally just looked at her when she's, okay, hon, that'll be X amount. I was like, okay, wait, I could have bought 2 other things for that price. What do I do now? Retreat.
The distinct difference between Patty and I.
What would you have done?
I would have been like, I'm so sorry. I did not look at that price tag. Although this is beautiful, I'm going to go home and my husband is going to give me divorce papers.
It's not that.
Well, you could have just made it really extreme. I feel that's the best thing. When you're in a situation by yourself, it's always easy to blame someone else to get out of it, because they don't know.
That's genius, man.
They don't know if your husband's going to beat you when you get home.
I think maybe what I can do, I hope she doesn't listen to this podcast. Maybe I'll just write her and be like, listen, love it. It doesn't look good with anything that I have at home. Can I return it?
Or be like, what are the odds? I came home yesterday and my husband gave me a present and it was the same damn vest. You don't know.
But for the third of the cost.
Yeah, he bought his at Target.
Yeah, Amazon.
Amazon.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, something.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's a cute vest. I should have worn it today.
Yeah, you should have gotten one good wear out of it.
And if you didn't compliment me on it, then I would be like, all right, I'm going to go return it.
Chances
you
are.
probably would have complimented me on it.
Would I have?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm really down with these puffer vests.
It's
like, I'm imagining it making you look like you are
cool and active and
no bigger than you are.
Nope. It's a cropped puffer vest.
Even
and it's
worse.
Not even too small. It fits right. Even worse.
Okay. I'm going to have you model it for me when we're done with this, because now I'm vested. I am interested and I want to know.
Here's what I think. I think that it was all meant to be. I wasn't supposed to see that price tag. I was supposed to get that vest, and that the Lord knew she's not going to buy that. So somehow he just left off the price tag and I buy it. And now I have the vest that I always wanted, even if it was more than I wanted to pay for it.
So all I got to say, I think the gods are very mad at us today, because we have been referencing and praying to them today for a lot of ridiculous things.
Yeah.
Now I'm asking for forgiveness. I'm sorry. Go take care of the people that need help. Real help.
Uh-huh. I know. But also like keeping the lines of communication between us and Jesus.
Yeah, letting him know we're still here.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. I think it's fine.
But again, okay, so when's the last time you really splurged on something for yourself?
Yesterday at the gym with the puffer vest.
Besides that. So I'm trying to help you justify it in case Mike is listening. Mike, when's the last time she really bought something for herself?
Amazon packages come often, but that's all low quality.
Are all the Amazon packages that are coming are for you and for you only, or for the children, for the house, for your husband?
Yeah, I mean, it's everything. John basically should just set up shop in our living room. So much.
I feel as a person and as a woman, we have guilt. We have a lot of guilt.
Ooh.
And sometimes I think we don't know how to deal with the guilt. When people tell me they have mom guilt, okay? I don't understand mom guilt because I'm not a mom, but I respect that because you're the one dealing with those emotions. And my guilt, again, it goes to guilty pleasures. When I'm in the midst of doing my guilty pleasure, I feel guilty. I like one day a week to sit down on my couch, and this is usually when my husband's at work, and I watch my crime shows. But then I get engulfed and hours go by, and I just wasted so much of my time when I could have been doing something, reading a book. I could have been cleaning the house. I could have been working. I could have been doing something. But should we feel guilty for feeling guilty?
Oh my gosh. Right? Yes. I think that it's the opposite of that treat yourself mentality, where if you have the afternoon to watch a couple shows, put on your shows and enjoy it. And that's what's so sad, is that if you can't enjoy the guilty pleasures and the sitting down and watching your crime junkies, it defeats the purpose. I have gotten, I must say, very good at allowing myself to enjoy a nap, to enjoy relaxing. Absolutely. And then sometimes I think I have X, Y, and Z later. So right now I just need to, now is my chill time. And I'm not letting anybody or anything hold me back from that, from fully enjoying it and fully embracing it.
So do you think the guilt comes from within ourselves? Or do you think the guilt is something that you have because you're thinking that if somebody else knew you were doing that instead of doing what you were supposed to be doing, technically, air quotes, that would make you feel guilty knowing what they're thinking?
100%. You hit the nail. I was thinking that as before you said it, is that we only feel guilty, say mom guilt. Why? Because I saw other moms on Instagram and Facebook doing all these other things for their kids. The birthday parties are over the top. I personally love to celebrate. I love party planning. So there's nothing much that I can see that I'm like, oh, that's too over the top. The balloon arch, the this, the that, the personalized cake, whatever you want to do it. I love that stuff. But I'm sure that some people see that and it makes them feel not great feelings, whether they're trying to keep up or whether they think that now they have to do that. And if they're not doing it, that causes that guilt. And it's all about what other people want from you. Or even, can you get guilted feeling that way just because of something that you put pressure on yourself?
I think because that's when I'm thinking of it, there's been some things that I've been seeing on Instagram, and some people lessen their life or their quality of life or things that they do because they're trying to protect the people around them that maybe either can't do it or won't do it. And I'm not going to lessen my life because you decided to do X, Y, and Z. So I think that's where the guilt comes in. It's you're maybe not doing what you want to be doing because you're protecting other people's feelings, or you're feeling guilty about it because maybe in your hearts of heart that you probably could be using your time better. I think that's where my guilt comes from. It actually happened in the last probably 30 days. On days I knew my husband was at work, I was like, oh my gosh, I have no clients. I don't have to be in the car driving around anywhere. I'm going to catch up on all my work, and then I'm going to have the afternoon and I'm not going to do anything. And every time I think that, and every time I even say it out loud to one person, bam, changes. My whole day changes. Phone call happens, schedule changes. And then later on, I'm like, okay, now I would have felt guilty if I would have said no to the change of plans, because what, I was just going to sit at home and watch TV or read a book or something. So I think we get into our own head and we can become our worst enemy. So I think it's what guilt we're feeling and then the why we're feeling it.
Yeah, and if you understand why you feel it, then that's how you combat it. I do think if you are the type of person that's quote unquote shrinking themselves down to make other people feel more comfortable, where's the joy in that? And do other people actually care that much about what you're doing? You should just go and do you and do all the things that you want to do, or sit on the couch and do all the things that you feel like chilling and relaxing about.
Is there something that you would do right now?
Take a nap.
But
I would nap.
okay.
I love napping. I'm just kidding. But is there something I would do that?
No. So is there something right now that you have on your mind that you would do, but you're not doing because of some sort of guilt you have about doing it? As simple as going and buying a whole new wardrobe, or going to Hawaii for a week with just your husband, or starting your house on fire.
Relaxing is one thing that I love doing, and that I feel that's probably the first guilty thing that then there's nothing big.
Are you someone that can relax and enjoy relaxing when you have a to-do list, a laundry list of to-do things?
Yes, because here's the cool thing that I've learned in my cycle sermons that I give. Pencil in time to rest. Pencil in time. Put it on your to-do list. Watch 30 minutes of my Crime Junkies show. And then when you're done with it, go and check it off. You'll feel really good. Not only because you got your time to relax, but because you checked off something on your to-do list. That's my life hack. I tell them, sit down for 20 minutes, journal, see how you feel after. Put it on your to-do list so that it's penciled into your schedule so that you can combat that guilt a little bit of the relaxing. I teach a lot of classes, and I teach multiple classes a day, and it's very taxing on my body physically. So I take time to just lay horizontal in between my classes. I'm not doing a thing. I'm turning my brain off. I'm putting my sound machine on, and I don't meditate. I don't do yoga, but that is probably the closest I come to it. Is in the middle of the day, I just have to do that. And that is part of my routine. That is what makes me able to work better. So there's zero guilt. Okay, there's still a little guilt. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm working on it.
Yeah, you have a very intense job where you have to be spot on your energy level. So I can understand that, but that makes sense, because I wouldn't even be able to teach one cycle class a day, let alone multiple. So God bless you, girlfriend. But yeah, I can't, and I think it's just because I'm crazy. I can't relax if I know I have something to do. Angela will, on the weekends, before she comes downstairs, she has to shower and get ready for the day. And to me, if I showered and got ready for the day, then that means I'm not going to go to the gym, because I don't see a point of showering before I go to the gym. And second of all, if on my to-do list is cleaning the house, I'm not showering before I clean the house. So I always tell her, I admire that about you, but I'm not. If I shower, then I'm going to go and do something that's not cleaning my house.
Right, you don't want to waste your shower.
Yeah.
Going and getting your Clorox wipes and spraying the house down with,
Yeah. So I feel I'm just better off if I get at least whatever I need to get done. But I know too, when I do put things off, then something happens. If I'm like, oh, I could take the day off of the gym today because I worked hard the last 7 days and I'm going to take this day off. And then the next day something comes up, and the next day something. I'm like, wait, man, I took that day off when I had the time to do it. And now I'm stuck because now I can't get it in because I'm so busy the next 2 days. So then my mind goes, then I get pissed at myself.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, but I'm crazy. I know that.
That's a spiral.
Yeah.
That's not a fun ride I want to go on. But, just you explaining that, I'm like, where's the exit? How do we reset here?
And it's still, I got to really figure out how to meditate. And my friend Dominic bought me a book on meditating, gave it to me in July, and I have not cracked it open yet.
You read all the time.
I know, but I'm so behind on my reading too. So meditating, I know I really need to make time for that, because 5 minutes in the morning or 5 minutes before I go to bed, I think that I really need to focus on that part of myself.
Yeah, you absolutely do.
Part of me thinks it's bullshit, and then the part of me thinks I need it. God bless anyone who can turn their brain off, let alone turn your brain off for minutes. Some people even hours. I don't get it.
That's that mental strength. I took a yoga class that I talk about all the time. I took a yoga class, and the one and only I've ever taken in 38 years of living. It was really good though, and it was short. It was a mini class, and that's why I think I liked it. I think it was 20 minutes, but it was amazing, and I can't wait to do it again. However, there's also no part of me that is going to sign up for that class ever again, because it's just that thing where you need it, but you also are.
Were you able to shut your brain off during the yoga class?
It was trying. It was hard to do. And that's exactly how I know I need to do it more, right?
Yeah. I feel like just with anything, do you realize when I'm at the gym and I'm trying to clear my mind, I'm thinking about everything I need to do after that. When you're in bed at night.
Yep.
Also, I feel bad. I feel like the way of the world too. Most people probably think of checking off their to-do list while they're having sex. Like, I really, I don't know. I'll admit to it. Yeah, there's sometimes, okay, I got to do this. I got to do that. Thinking about it, we are just a society that is told if you're not filling your time with busy things and being busy, then you're wrong, kind of.
Oh my gosh. You know what that reminds me of? That's the hustle culture of America. We are very hustle culture. And if you're not doing so many things and getting it done in a certain amount of time, you should feel bad about yourself. You're too slow. I think that we're slowly retraining as a new generation, trying to figure out the perfect balance between working too hard and enjoying life and being present. But I don't think that other culture, isn't it in Europe? I know in Mexico, don't they do siestas? Like halfway through the day, everybody gets to nap. That's where I want to be. That's the life I want to live. I'm like,
Get up,
me?
nap. Eat lunch, nap.
They do.
Nap before dinner.
Yes. Yeah. Why wouldn't we take time to take care of ourselves? No guilt involved. Why are we open 24/7 anywhere? My gym I work at used to be open 24/7. I'm like, unless you are working nights as an officer or a nurse or who else works nights?
A lot of people.
But I guess they're working nights. They're not out doing things and going shopping at night. Why are we open on holidays? Why are we open at all these?
I like the option and the idea of that because I feel it helps people and spreads out the congestion and traffic. But I do agree with, all right, we do not need to be open on Thanksgiving. We do not need to be open on Christmas. Let's give people a break.
Yeah, plan ahead for the rest of us.
And I get, okay, maybe, I guess emergencies, right? Gas stations. I don't know. Or pharmacies.
And if I'm in an emergency,
the
last person I'm going is the guy at the gas station.
But there's like, if you're really hungry and had no food, and that was your only option, they have options.
No, for sure. I'm just picturing me like with my arm got chopped off and I'm walking in the gas station saying, thank God you're open. Help.
Some of them were probably medical doctors back in their country, but their doctorate didn't transfer.
I know, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Guilt is honestly such a cloud that can just hang over us. It's really cool working through it. And I would love to hear from our listeners.
Yeah.
If you hear this, what are you feeling guilty about? What are your guilty pleasures? We've shared some of ours. So now we want to hear from you.
Yeah, it's that big, bad G word, guilt. What haunts you at night? What keeps you up at night? Let us know so we also feel like we're not alone.
Exactly. That's, I feel like, such an important thing is to just admitting stuff, making it seem more normal, because it's okay to not feel okay. It's okay to not feel like you're nailing life and you're not doing your best. But when you realize that behind all the stuff on social media, we all feel the same way, then it becomes a little bit more inclusive and you feel like you found your people, right?
I feel like Michael Jackson. You are not alone. I am here with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it would be helpful to share the tips and the things that people do to get over their guilt. And if we can come together as a community, and be there for each other and pull each other out of that guilt pool, it'd be great. So
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. Episode 5. Are we a whole hand old now?
we are a whole hand old.
Yes.
Yeah. There are these many.
I love it. Next week on episode 6, we're going to be talking about relationships in life. The ones that you fight for, the ones that you want to go to the wayside, and how you can tell the difference between the two. Because for almost 20 years, Danielle and I have been working through our friendship, and we've seen us go in and out of so many different friendships, relationships. And it's really important to talk about which ones stick and why they stick and what you want to fight for.
Yeah. And if you're sacrificing too much of yourself to make a friendship work, is it really worth it?
Is it really a friendship?
Yeah. Or if not even just a friendship, a relationship. I mean, it could be a family member. Just because your family doesn't give you a free pass to treat you like crap, right? Because if you would not tolerate it from a friend, you should not tolerate it from a family member. Nailed it.
Oh my God. When you're in it and you can't think of what you want to say perfectly,
Does my face twitch?
it is so hard. Thank you for sticking with us. This is amazing. Danielle, you're amazing. I
Got
love
it right
this.
back at you, girl. And you know what, guys? We mess up a lot, and it's okay because we're going to keep being us, so you can keep being you. Have a great day.
Couldn't be more apropos. Tune in for the laughs we share, fun and stories everywhere. Besties talking loud and clear. Everyday life we hold dear.